Well, Mr. Chan, tell me, obviously, from the outside perspective, it looks like so far things have gone well. Tell me a little bit of as far as the prep that y'all did for this and how it's going so far.
So, thank you for the time this morning. So we've been prepping for over a week now. So once we got the forecast and started seeing the forecast refine where we would have some potential for winter weather and extreme cold, we stood up our storm team, activated our command center, and started making preparations. During major events like this, everybody on our team has a storm role. So they were all activated from our power gen power stations to substation to transmission and distribution. We started our inspections, taking any precaution to ensure that there was no interruption of power during this critical time for us.
And how did y'all fare? I mean, it seems obviously there were power outages, and I know that that's tough. But as far as energy itself, I know we some of the other outlets in this area, but how did energy fare, and how did your customers fare?
We fared very well. Our preparation certainly paid off. We did have some ice outages, ice related outages in Silsbee and Woodville, farther north and west in Huntsville. But overall, we fared very, very well from our generation to transmission, substation, right down to the meter. So a very successful event for us.
And it seems for those outages, I think we were reporting this morning that a large portion had already been restored. Is that the case?
Correct, correct. So we've been having crews work around the clock to respond and restore, which has been incredibly helpful. And again, we recognize the cold weather offers a different set of challenges for our customers, and we're very sensitive to that. So from that aspect, we've been just again had a very successful restoration.
And Mr. Shannon, I thought one of the things interesting, one of the texts that I received, y'all were even, which is very kind, obviously, but there were no power shutdowns or anything along the way. Y'all delayed those as well, which I guess that's another way of assuring that even if someone's going through a hard time, they're not going to lose power during this weather event.
That's correct. That's correct. And again, we're very sensitive to the cold and to our customers' needs, especially during these, times.
Well, I know it's going to be in talking to Brittany, she had told our crews that one of the main concerns now is the sustained cold temperatures, which are going to last throughout this week. And there's going to be another cold spell coming up next weekend. Should customers or is Energy concerned about what are some of the concerns y'all might have about the extended cold spell?
So as part of our preparation for this event, cold is an aspect of that. So, from our power gen power stations to our transmission and substations, we've been doing inspections and making sure our equipment, whether it could be a heater, could be insulation, that everything's intact, and protecting the grid and infrastructure, even in extreme cold.
And a little bit about that too. I know what can customers do at this point for, I mean, there are a lot of things we don't know. Like, I mean, I was debating this morning. I mean, should I leave the heater on? Where should I put the heat in? What temperature to keep the heater on? You worry that you don't want to do, especially when it comes to heat. We're not so, I mean, we know what to do maybe in the summer during air conditioning. With the heat, it's a little different. What's your suggestions for, obviously for the people to be able to maintain a safe temperature at home, but also so that everyone doesn't lose or risk losing power?
Yeah, so I would venture and offer that customers should make a plan and prepare for their usage during this time and whatever their personal needs and comfort levels are. Again, we also offer if in the event there is a power outage, the Entergy app is a great tool. The various platforms on social media that they can find information regarding outages or tips on conserving energy.
Well, Mr. Shannon, what's your biggest concern right now? Obviously, it looks like the worst has been done, but what is still top of mind for you and your staff?
For me, overall, it's always the safety of our employees and the safety of the public. In events such as this, in extreme weather, especially cold, for me, that's always top of mind. Keeping our employees safe, keeping the public safe and informed on the conditions as they change.
And what's your message to the public right now for the rest of the week as we're still, it seems the worst is over, but what should the public be aware for this coming in the coming days?
That we are prepared, that we are working around the clock. We have crews available in every area of our service territory to quickly respond and restore power.
And I know, Mr. Shannon, with such a big widespread of how many uh, places are affected, obviously, energy, y'all have a big area that you serve, and this whole area has been affected by the winter storm. How did you have enough? Because a lot of times you bring in people from other parts of the country. But now, pretty much a large part of the country is dealing with this. So, staffing wise, has that been a challenge bringing in people to, I guess, pre-stage?
No, we were fully staffed. Again, once we opened up our storm center operations, it's all hands on deck for our employees and contract partners and other supporting functions. So from a staffing level, we had no concerns. We were fully staffed and were prepared to meet any challenges and outages ahead of us.
How long will this last? This period of y'all being, I guess, on standby on alert? Will it last for the rest of the week, the next couple of weeks?
Well, for right now, it is certainly going to be through the better part of this week as we continue to watch the cold temperatures. As it warms up, through the course of the week into the weekend, we'll certainly reevaluate our posture. But for right now, we're holding in our current state.
We've been I mean, if you're an energy customers, just a few years back when Texas had that big issue with another grid, but pretty much since energy has been really on top of it, really. What do you attribute that y'all haven't fallen into like what other issues where they've had to make improvements in energy? Y'all been doing this well for several years now. I mean, is it what do you credit that to?
I think it's our commitment to the customers we serve and the communities we serve and the investments that we've made. I think about Montgomery County Power Station in Conroe, that was built in 2021. We're building the Orange County Power Station in Bridge City, which will be over 1,200 megawatts. So just the continued investments that we've made, and again, recognizing the impacts that outages have on our customers, is critical to us improving, our customer service and the experience for the customer.
And right now, any message for, I mean, I think y'all pretty much caught up with anything, but any concerns or any places that you want to tell folks as far as any outages or anything right now? Or is it pretty much y'all seem on track that pretty much everybody will be fully restored?
Yeah, we're on track, and any outages that are out there right now will be restored by the end of today. So there may be some that I'm unaware of, but we have crews again working in every network center in our footprint, ensuring that we're restoring customers by the end of today.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Mr. Shannon. Anything else you want to add that I haven't asked you? Please, anything that you'd like to mention to the folks?
Two things. One would be, again, just a reminder to download the Entergy app. It is such a great tool for customers to stay informed, to track their bill, their consumption during these cold times. And then just the patience as we do have sporadic outages, just be rest assured we're on the way or there already to again, restore customers.
And I guess something important, real quick, I just thought of, do you want to make sure that people are, obviously, you have a lot of workers out there fixing to obviously be careful, make sure, be cautious of their safety too when they're out. A lot of times working, on restoring power, they need to be safe as well. So obviously the public needs to respect that.
Yes, absolutely. And it is a focus for us, again, for our employee safety to ensure that when they're parked or doing work that they're setting up, their protective area. But it is always a great reminder for, auto drivers that if they see a work zone, to slow down, stay off the phone, and just be aware of the people working.
Well, Mr. Shannon, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for making time for us. We
Oh,
appreciate it.